legal defense inside of my tank.
I should have
As you
snapped
know,
because I would have hit
the
70.
Alright.
best legal defense.
This is it.
I know all those people look the same.
Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm going to announce the results of the tests we had performed earlier.
Test?
Yes, tests. On the bloody dagger that we found stuck in the pine tree.
Oh yeah, that. I totally forgot about it. Skipper, you better pay attention.
That's the weapon that Maya Fey used when she fought with the victim.
So what are the results? Was it the victim's blood or?
Due to time constraints, the full tests weren't possible. But there's one thing that we can say with certainty. That do be blood, though. The blood that was on this dagger was not the victim's blood. That is all. Now then, let's restart the trial.
So it wasn't Misty's blood on the dagger. Then who was it?
I'm sure both the defense and the prosecution know this, but this trial is rapidly coming to a close.
So is this trilogy.
If it doesn't end quickly, I'm getting the gun.
We only have 20 more games to go through.
Both sides will need to show some firm evidence with their claims.
I understand, Your Honor.
From what I've heard, the witness is dangerously weak, physically speaking. So let's finish this quickly.
Why does he
Agreed.
Never mind.
Very well, please bring in the last witness. The last of us.
The last of.
Hey,
Oh,
Maya.
God.
Witness, please
Oh my
tell us
God.
your name and profession.
It's Ellie. It's Ellie, last of us.
Maya Fey. My profession is, I'm the assistant manager at Wright & Co. Law Offices.
Maya.
According to the magazine I have here, you're a spirit medium of the Karain channeling technique. Do you know this magazine has gossip about
I'm
boys?
frightened. The Fey clan. I don't want any more to do with it.
Oh, Maya. The pain the Fey bloodline caused must be unbearable. Something, Virgil.
When does Virgil appear?
And get his ass beat by Wright? I don't know.
Virgil.
Very well.
Him. No, Dante can.
Now then, Miss Fey. When the event occurred, you were in the garden of the inner temple. And I just remember when we were playing Danganronpa 1, I just started singing like a burner version of Drift Away.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I stabbed her. That's what I'm after. The sight of her blood, the sound of my laughter.
Dahlia moment.
You witnessed the exact moment of Miss Elise Denim's murder. Is this correct?
He's guilty.
Straighten up this instant, young lady. Pick your up and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later. unless your mother was killed right in front of your eyes. There's nothing you can do to change that fact.
Why does he have a Mass Effect visor?
It's a
It's a medical device.
Yeah.
You finish this.
Blind?
His eyes are fucked.
Oh, so he's Kenshi from Mortal Kombat.
You've been watching the whole thing, right? You've seen the witnesses come out, and you see us squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen?
Wait. Who is riding a motorcycle through my courtroom? I will end your life.
Not my fault. A fucking motorcycle decided to go down my street.
Loud as fuck.
Death! Death to all of you! Death sentences all around!
Desiree!
Godot! Phoenix! Faye! You're all getting a death sentence!
It's Motaro, or whatever the fuck that... Mondo. It's Mondo from Danganronpa 1.
Witness, if you please.
Mondo goes,
Yes, Your Honor.
No, it's Mondo Butter.
The hit Yakuza, or the hit... Sorry.
Hold on, I'm eating.
What you eating?
Oh, it's
Nanya.
Okay, I figured that. Yes.
I was passing through the garden on the way to a spare prep room when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. I stumbled and ended up against the stone lantern.
Knees weak, mom spaghetti.
I think I screamed, "Help me!" Then something warm splashed over me.
Ew.
That's when I lost consciousness.
So you were struck on the head. You're saying that you were struck by a smooth criminal.
Ow!
I suppose it must have been the staff.
It's a Staph Leonidas.
Maya, the person who hit you. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, Nick. I couldn't see. I don't know who it was.
Maya, think hard.
Sorry, Nick, but I really couldn't.
He's useless.
Can't say it was an especially good night for young ladies to be walking around alone.
Back hurts.
It seems that it will be hard to determine the criminal through testimony alone. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination.
Maya, hang in there. She doesn't look well at all.
Oh, my God.
What do you expect? She just got exercise.
She'll be fine.
You think you screamed? But you're not sure?
Yeah, so
Listen, I was a complete wreck. It was dark and I couldn't see my attacker. Was it a man, a woman, an adult, a child? I had no idea. I was scared out of my wits.
Murder is okay. Just saying.
This is Monokuma.
No, it wasn't. I never interfere. On my own, I let my beloved children do the murder for me.
Monokuma, you
That's
got
what you are, you
old.
brats! It wasn't the Monokuma voice.
Yeah, Monokuma got old.
Even
He's
while I'm
really
sick.
weird.
Still got it even while I'm sick.
He became a judge.
Believe me, my dear, I'm certain I was already as a judge.
Yeah, that's true.
Judge, jury, executioner. I was even the bailiff once or twice. And a witness once. I'm the goddamn entire judicial system. Believe me, my dear, I'm certain I would have soiled my robes.
Me too.
Thought this person might attack me, so I... Anyway, I'm pretty sure I screamed. I thought that it was my last hope.
Wow. It sounds like poor little Maya really was out of her mind. I wonder what she meant by last hope. What do? Do I press her for more details?
Yes.
Wait a minute, Maya. What's this my last hope stuff?
What do you mean by your last hope?
No. What? That's what you said. You said my last hope.
I said what?
She has short-term memory loss?
Look, you were facing an attacker that you couldn't see and you screamed, right? You screamed, "Help me."
Yeah.
But you testified that you screamed that because you thought it was your last hope.
Oh, well, you know, that's like what you do when you... That's what you do, you... What? Fuck.
What do you call it?
That's like, what do you call it when it happens?
Maya's not doing
mixed
so
up in my
well
brain.
up there.
Oh, yeah, Oh, that's right. I remember now. I was facing my attacker, but that's not who I was screaming at.
What did you just say?
Yeah, that's right. It was the person behind my attacker that I was yelling at. That's who I was screaming to for help.
What is it now?
Oh, did it cut out? Damn it.
Yeah.
I messed up. I didn't mean for that to... I didn't mean to let that slip out.
Huh?
God damn it. It started. The chain cannot be unbroken.
Emerald?
Emerald?
Emerald? Emerald? Okay, shut up!
Witness, I am going to fucking lava bomb this village. It'll be a lava cast. Are you absolutely sure of what you're saying? Behind the attacker, there was another person.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I meant to keep that part secret.
Saying the quiet part out loud.
Oh my god.
It takes a ton of pressure to make a diamond. That's what I always say. The first time we
I
heard
call
you.
bullshit. You don't always say that.
This is the first time we heard you say that.
I always said this.
Ton of pressure.
You're in a court of law here. You're in a court. You can't make things up, but try to hide things in this chamber. In this chamber. Court of law here. You're in a court.
Witness, the information you just presented is vital to the case. I want you to add it to your testimony.
New dialogue.
could see a man behind my attacker by the light of the stone lantern.
Whoa, he has an attorney's badge. That's dope.
So there was a man standing behind your attacker?
No way.
And then Neo died. Bad
And
ending.
then Neo died. And then Maya stared at Phoenix Wright for years.
Yeah.
That man, he's the killer. He stabbed her from behind. He's the one who killed Elisa Nim, otherwise known as Misty Faye, your mother.
Dun, dun.
Killer.
Maya, you know who killed your mother, don't you?
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
To be frank, Your Honor, I think she's in shock and quite confused. That's why she hasn't noticed a huge problem with her testimony.
Oh my god, why is my voice not catching? What do you mean? What problem?
Maya, on the night of the crime, that stone lantern was out of commission.
Huh? What?
It's true. There was no light anywhere in the garden that night.
Dun, dun, dun.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Godot, explain this.
Add the pureness of milk to the perfect clear darkness of coffee. Stir.
What does that mean?
That is the state of the witness's mind right now. A cup of cafe au lait.
Cafe au lait? Is that even legal?
With the price clause of the milk, and you are the food. Your Honor?
I get this reference.
What is
I'm
it?
a spoon? I'm no spoony bard. I'll have
Is
you
it a-
know. That is I believe, a Final Fantasy I reference.
Oh.
Or maybe 4,
Witness's
hold up.
mental state is highly unstable right now. It's not hard to understand why she'd make a little mistake like that.
Okay, it is from Final Fantasy 4. It is also how Spoony got his name. You know, the YouTuber that barely YouTubes anymore, and it makes me sad.
Sorry, but that's not going to cut it.
What did you
Look
say?
at me, what the fuck are you doing in my courtroom?
There truly was no light in the garden. And there's a fatal contradiction in the witness' last bit of testimony.
Nick.
Hell yeah.
May I? Recall the witness statement about her attacker. She said that she didn't know if it was a man or a woman, an adult or a child. And yet, the witness could describe a person that was standing behind her attacker. She quite clearly described him as a man.
Guilty. she needs to be executed.
Oh my god, I won't catch it. Ah!
In other words, that would have to mean that Maya actually saw a mysterious person. Dang, Mark.
Why is Vladimir Makarov messaging you?
None of your business.
Why is a Russian outlaw Makarov messaging you?
Despite being so dark that she couldn't see the face of her own attacker.
Order! 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 What in the world does this mean, Wright?
Where in the world?
Are you saying Miss Faye saw the real killer under pitch black conditions?
Objection!
Trite, do you have any idea what you're proposing? How could she have seen in the dark? There was no other light source at the scene.
There are some things that you can only see in the dark, Mr. Godot. Maya, you did see who the killer was in the dark. And now, you're trying to cover for him.
Cover? For the man that killed her mother?
There's only one conclusion I can draw from this. You know who this man is.
I see why you play him now.
Nick,
Who, me?
I
Yeah.
don't know anything. Please, I'm begging you.
Good.
You talk a good game, Trite, but let's see if you can walk the walk. It was pitch black, so what could the witness see? I'm calling your bluff!
This is how people develop anxiety issues.
No, Nick, don't. Please stop.
Maya's dead set on protecting this guy. The man who murdered Maya's long-lost mother. But I can't let him get away with it. I'm a lawyer and an officer of the court. I'm here to find the truth.
All right, Mr. Wright. Time to show us what you've got.
Bust out them dance moves.
Alright.
Turn around and make it clap.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is. It was Godot. Oh, I was actually right.
There you go again, Doc. Making guesses and getting it right.
Because
You should win the lottery.
it was pitch black, Miss Faye was able to recognize the killer easily. I'm sure the court would like to see for itself how this is possible, yes?
Turn off the lights.
What? His visor will glow or some shit like that.
What? How do you propose to show us something like that?
It's easy. We just need to recreate the condition of that night.
I mean, they did turn off the light, and his visor glowed.
Conditions?
Your Honor, the defense officially requests that all the lights in this courtroom be turned off.
Mr. Wright, do you know how long it takes to shut down the hologram projector?
20 years.
This is... But it can't be.
Man, we would have never figured this out if you guys didn't, you know... I didn't come along. It was...
God damn.
Twice.
Well, everyone, this is the man Maya saw on the night of the murder.
You could easily recognize him.
Order! 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 Prosecutor Godot, what is the meaning of this?
Do your laundry!
Laundry! Surely you must be shocked to hear yourself accused of such a thing. Why aren't you denying it?
Your Honor, you're asking the wrong person.
What do you mean by that?
If you've got a question, ask the witness. That's what I mean.
Well, Maya, how about it? What you saw that night? Was it 3 glowing red lights?
Well, witness, answer the question.
Dun, dun, dun.
You're wrong. I never saw that.
Maya!
I thought the person that stabbed my mother was a man. For a totally different reason.
What? What?
You gonna tell us that this dude's your father or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Just
thinking.
throw it out your
Your Honor.
dad. You become an actual lawyer.
Chattering?
If it's worth asking, ask the witness. That's one of my rules.
You do not make the rules of my courtroom,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
I don't think you know how the legal system works.
Alright, dickhead. Well then, let's continue with the testimony. Tell us how you know the killer was a man.
Yes, Your Honor. I didn't realize it until after I woke up, but
The killer.
when I came to, I was just lying there on the training hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, the place had totally changed. And torches were lit, and the body was gone. And all of the snow around the stone lantern had been carefully cleaned up, too. Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed it was a man.
That's not gonna get you anywhere, Maya.
That's not how it works. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Not know how the legal system works, or how anything works. Apparently,
She is not cooking.
she is not. She tried to cook it. She blew up the fucking kitchen.
Huh.
Her.
So it was after the crime took place that the
There's plenty
witness
of men who
came
can't clean up
to
for
think the
shit.
killer was a man.
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No need to apologize, as Mr. Godot said. You're utterly exhausted. Your cheeseburger meter is dangerously low. it's only natural that you'd be a little confused. Also, if you consider the situation you described, it doesn't seem like too much of a stretch to assume the culprit was a man. Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination.
The torches were lit?
Yes, that's how I noticed that the whole scene had changed.
I'm going to say it was the killer who lit the torches. I mean, who else could it be?
The killer probably lit them since it would be impossible to do any cover-up work in the dark. However, if that's true, then one thing that still bothers me. Why did the killer go to the effort of moving the body?
That's true. It's hard to see how that would be any advantage to the killer. The only one who would gain anything from that would be the only person that was at the inner temple, Maya.
Maya killed her mother, and Godot's covering it up for some reason. I don't fucking know why.
Very well. Let me hear some more about the condition of the crime scene.
So you're saying the killer cleaned up the snow? It did look really odd. The snow was removed in an unnatural looking rectangular shape around the lantern.
Mia.
And Neo died. Again. Bad ending.
There were a lot of shovels around the inner temple. They're all really heavy. Way too heavy for me to use.
Oh shit.
For you, doesn't apply to every woman in the world.
That's also true.
No, an odd fellow indeed, this killer.
You just have spaghetti arms. Are you gonna say that there's a Rubik's Cube at the crime scene and you couldn't lift the Rubik's Cube yourself, so you assume it was a man? No.
Why on earth would anyone want to take Stowe away?
Well, there's one thing I can think of.
Because it
Did you say that a lot of victims' blood sprayed onto the snow?
Man, I'm so good at this. And it would tell them where, like, the person was stabbed specifically. And I'm so good at this game.
Yeah. The area I collapsed in ended up being splattered.
In other words, the killer's purpose was to hide the bloody snow. I think that's the most reasonable explanation.
Perhaps.
Cover me. I'm 80% sure what this is just a car that's been modified into a tank.
Still the judge.
However, there is something that's bothering me. If the killer just wanted to hide the snow with blood on it, there was no need to remove there was no need to remove that amount.
That's true. You could have scooped up just the snow that was stained with blood. He can't see red.
Looks like there are some mysteries behind this issue.
Your Honor, have you forgotten that this man can't see red?
I mean, oh, is he colored? Oh yeah, he's like blind.
The glasses, the goggles, the goggles.
Yeah.
The goggles.
And then Neo died again.
God damn it. Fucking.
I think this will help explain them. Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed it was a man.
Naturally, the killer must have done it, right?
Yes, I think so.
Maybe the killer was a maid.
But why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? There must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide.
The truth is, when I saw the crime scene, I felt something.
You did?
Yes, I felt like the killer was hiding the evidence from me. For my sake.
What? Hiding it for you?
Everyone knew that I was the only one at the Inner Temple that night. Sister Bikini had come back and looked at the garden.
She may have thought that you had done it.
No, she definitely would have thought so. Are you saying that's why the killer cleaned up the crime scene and make it look like nothing had happened?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Well, that's certainly an important piece of information. I want you to add that to your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
New dialogue.
I think it was for my sake that the killer cleaned up the evidence of what had happened.
Bless you.
It's not sneezing, it's coughing. It's been ongoing for like days now, and I don't know why.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
It is.
The world just hates me, and I don't know why.
Oof. The body of Elise Denem was carried all the way to Hazakura Temple Courtyard. Then, at the garden, the real scene of the crime, the snow that we suspect was covered in blood was scooped up and removed. It is reasonable to believe all this was done in an attempt to hide the true crime scene. However, there's still one matter that seems somewhat odd.
Oh, and what would that be?
You must have figured it out by now, Mr. Goodell. It's the message written in blood on the lantern.
11037.
It was written very clearly on the white stone lantern. Maya.
Oh.
If the killer was so motivated to protect Maya from suspicion, then why didn't they wipe the writing off the lantern?
Ah, you're right. Order! Order! But, Mr. Wright! Isn't it a fact that the victim was trying to cover up a crime scene?
Indeed, but it doesn't make much sense to move the body and remove the bloody snow. Then not wipe off the most incriminating thing of all, the bloody writing!
But if that's the case, do you have an explanation for the killer's mysterious behavior? Why would this killer move the body and remove all that snow? But then leave the bloody writing on the lantern?
I don't know what the killer plan was, but it's a fact that the killer left the writing on the lantern. There must be a reason for it.
Well then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your opinion.
The killer didn't notice it. Prosecutor Godot, earlier in this trial, you gave me some good advice. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Maybe you're not as dumb as I thought.
You're not as dumb as you look.
The real killer wanted to disguise the fact that a crime had occurred there. If that's the case, they wouldn't have left the bloody writing on the soul lantern on purpose! Therefore, it must mean that they didn't notice it.
But that doesn't make any sense. The torches were all lit. Oh.
Yeah, he can't
it's
see.
red.
Yeah, Godot can't see red.
He can't see red. The torches were all lit and everything. There's no way any normal person would miss something as glaring as that.
And I figured out who the killer was, and I was only here for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You're right.
And I also hit A.
There is no way any normal person would.
Mic drop.
Pardon me?
It should be a detective or
What?
something.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright?
There's only one person involved in this incident who could have misseen the bloody writing altogether. It's okay, Judge. We'll get there eventually.
And who would that be?
Hold your fire.
Who is the person who could have failed to notice the bloody writing?
Mother.
I'm gonna make some new bloody writing if it ain't a good goddamn explanation.
Mr. Godot,
Your mama!
this is what you said.
Death.
This is what you said yesterday.
My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything.
You can't see everything. Is that correct, Mr. Godot?
Why is this just turning into making fun of the partially impaired?
This
I
lantern.
mean, when it's important to the case.
That's also true.
This
This lantern was submitted as evidence today. I would like the court to think back to the moment it was first presented.
This lantern. There's something written on it. Why? It's written in blood.
Nonsense! This lantern, it's a clear...
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
Mr. Godot, just admit it. There are certain colors you can't see, correct? You can't see red on a white background, can you? That's right. We went through this once before. During the poisoning case at Tribulations.
this was the apron that the delightful Mrs. Bird was wearing at the time. And somehow spilled coffee on.
Oh, you can't... Oh.
Can't see orange or something?
There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court?
No, he can't... For some reason, he can't see... Well...
Red on white.
Yeah, he can't see red on white.
I thought it was orange, and he
Dana,
couldn't also
what
see for some
bloodstain
reason.
would that
I
be?
thought that was orange. I'm also fucking colorblind, apparently.
Don't play games, prosecutor! The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron!
That's ridiculous! You don't tell me anything about a blood stain!
Wow, you're a shit prosecutor!
You're really bad at
Who the
it.
fuck let you pass the
Wow,
bar?
you suck.
Who let you pass the bar? Blood's kind of a big part of this job.
Blood doesn't exist.
You could see the coffee on the white apron, but you couldn't see the ketchup because it was red.
It's strange.
Ah, that was a
In
loud
a
one.
black and white photo, those letters would have appeared black to me.
What was that?
I wonder, why am I this?
Nick's,
the audio capture.
Yeah, Nick's capture has, some weird audio quirks.
It has some quirks, yeah.
So then, Mr. Godot, are you admitting it? Who keeps shooting paintballs? Are you admitting that you can't see the red writing on the lantern?
Been shot 3 times.
Hey, well, didn't you know that the reason why I don't drink red, that's the reason why I don't drink red tea?
There's red tea out there.
Thanks, Godot, really cool. I wasn't sure about it until now, but I just can't believe it. Prosecutor Godot is the murderer? But there's no going back now. I finally figured out the truth. Shut up! Mr. Godot, the defense at this time formally accuse you. You are the murderer of Miss Elise Denim, also known as Misty Faye.
It's hard to believe this may be true, however. Once again, Mr. Wright has brought up a disquieting fact about you. Bitch, how are you a prosecutor?
Just make sure you don't show up the indictment with red ink, perhaps. How does a little graffiti make me into the killer? Besides, it's not like it's
You know what this
my
game
name.
needs?
A gun.
Hangman's Gambit.
Shut up. I'm certain that the killer wasn't able to see the color red.
Specifically, new and
This is
improved.
You go on, Cries.
The answer is right there at the crime scene. In the snow.
The snow? How so?
Well, for example, why did the killer move all that snow? Your Honor, you said it yourself. If he wanted to hide the bloody snow, why not take out just that area?
Yeah. Why didn't he just... Why did he take just that area? Fuck. This... Mr. Wright?
What?
This trial is melting my brain.
Why are you blaming me?
I'm sending you to hell.
Why can't we just kill him?
Ah! Could it be?
Yes, the killer couldn't see the red blood that had seeped into the snow.
We get that.
And so, he had to remove all the snow. He couldn't be sure... He couldn't be sure where the blood had landed, so he removed the whole area!
Isn't it more likely that the killer couldn't see the blood because it was dark?
Not a chance. The torches were all lit. He would have been able to see just fine.
Ooh, sounds like you're in trouble.
It seems that once again this trial has taken an unexpected turn, to say the least. Can you explain this, Mr. Godot?
Oh, hey, Maya.
See my people.
And Neo died. Again.
I forgot Figuarts put out a generic Y.
Yeah.
Damn, Neo really did die. Holy fuck.
Well, wait just a minute.
Maya, you're alive!
Old.
What is it, witness?
Mr. Godot isn't the killer. After all, he didn't even come to the inner temple. Until 2 days after the murder took place. He didn't show up until after that old bridge got fixed up.
Maya. You can't testify to something like that. After the murder happened, you didn't even exist.
She's a nanobot. They're nanomachines, son.
She didn't? I'm afraid I do not follow. I don't like or subscribe either.
You've seen our old man. We established this just a little while ago. After the murder, this witness was unconscious for a long time. Because she was channeling Dahlia Hawthorne.
devil.
Oh, that's right.
Very lucky shot.
Please, Your Honor, let me add to my testimony.
My,
Me.
Do you plan to cover for Godot no matter what the cost? If that's the case, then I got no choice. Your Honor! Let's hear her testimony. If it means we're going to hear the whole truth, I say we should not silence her.
Nicely done, Wright.
Very well. Let's hear the witness testimony. Please tell us what happened at the Inner Temple after the murder.
Yes, sir. After I woke up, I began channeling, and my spirit left me, as it were. But little Prilly was there at the Inner Temple, too.
After the incident.
Was also stuck on the Inner Temple side that night. The next morning, she looked around, but couldn't find anyone. The next day, when the bridge was finally fixed, she was in the spare pep room. Fuck, not square.
Square.
That's when Mr. Godot arrived to the Inner Temple for the first time. He found Curly first and cheered her right up.
Oh, welcome back.
What the fuck is a pearly, the honor says?
It's Miss Pearl.
Who is this Pearly?
Then Pearl Fay.
So when did you hear about this?
Just a while ago, when I was in the medical office.
I'm terribly sorry. But what you heard from someone else is simply not as admissible as testimony.
Neo's dead again.
What? Come on. Prilly would never tell a lie. She's way more honest person than I'll ever be.
Real smart, Maya. You always know the best thing to say when you're under oath. Oops. No, not oops. That's what you get.
The prosecution has no objection. We believe the witness.
Mr. Godot!
Let's just move on to the cross-examination, if the defense has no objection.
This is highly unusual, but... Mr. Wright?
Let's get this cross-examination started.
I hate you both. Please die.
Don't have killers as prosecutors, Judge.
That's not my fucking fault. I don't get to background check this piece. It's the prosecution office's fault.
He cheered her up?
That's what Prilly said. She said he was a very nice older gentleman. Thank you for looking after my cousin, Mr. Goodell.
And here I was thinking you were nothing more than a coffee addict.
Cut it out. You're making me blush.
This guy is really beginning to get on my nerves in more ways than one.
The truth is, there aren't that many places to look on the inner countryside. The policemen were all busy going over the garden with fine-tooth comb. So I
I'm
decided
just
to carry
imagining
out
a
an
scene from
investigation
fucking
in my own way.
Spaceballs. We ain't found shit.
Nah.
I'm the same way. I like to hand down verdicts. In my own way. Judge style.
Maybe I should ask him
But
a
judge
question.
style.
Phoenix style. You said that you conducted an investigation of your own. Did you find anything?
It looks like my investigation went about as well as yours, right? After all, I did miss the bloody writing on the lantern.
Well, I didn't miss it, so speak for yourself, Goggles.
The only odd thing I discovered was the beauty in the training hall.
Beauty?
Misty Faye, naturally. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western taste.
Western taste? Could you find a stranger way to describe gravy?
So from there, you headed to the prep room.
Wait a sec. What did Godot say just now? I think I just found his proverbial weak spot. There's only one thing of any importance here. Where was Godot when the murder was taking place? He must have already been at the inner temple when it happened. Otherwise, he couldn't have killed at least a Nim. Mr. Godot, the first time you crossed Dusky Bridge and went into the inner temple was long before the murder took place. Oh my god, I am gonna be so happy when I don't have to hear
Why do
this
you say
fucking
that?
music again. Because he just made one fatal slip up. Watch, I'm gonna find a music I hate in Steins Gate and apologize. The hanging scroll in the training hall.
Hanging scroll?
The Elder Scrolls.
And Neo died, or their mic
But
died.
it's not catching me. But Mr. Godot is right. That scroll shows a picture of my mother.
Maya, I know you know, they know, he knows, you know, she knows. But here's something you didn't know.
Fiddlemaker!
Ah! By the
Here's
time
something that others don't know.
the bridge has been repaired, 2 days after the murder, the hanging scroll in the training hall looked like this.
What's that wonderfully delicious smell?
The morning after the crime, someone covered it with gravy.
Gravy?
Gravy? But why gravy, Nick?
Because gravy was much more than a condiment to the culprit. Well, Mr. Godot, if you really hadn't seen the hanging scroll until after the murder, you wouldn't have any way of knowing that it was Misty Faye.
Wait a minute, Nick.
Yes.
Take another look at the hanging scroll. Look, at the top. There's a crest there.
Ah, that. It's the mark of the master, correct?
Exactly. So if you know the meaning of the mark...
Then you could guess that the picture was of Misty Faye on there.
True, but Mr. Godot described what was underneath like this. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western taste. I'm gonna assume Neo said oh.
Oh.
There you go. Yes, it's possible that he knew what the crest meant. However, he couldn't have known that she was wearing Japanese clothing. Mr. Godot, on the day of the murder, you were hiding at the inner temple long before the crime took place.
Order, I said, order in the
Can I ask you
order.
this one little thing, Wright?
What is it?
This whole theory of yours, it all rests on a certain assumption. And I knew beforehand that a crime was going to be committed.
Lady, why are you defending what is obviously a murderer?
He's not just a murderer, he's the murderer of,
Your fucking mom.
yeah.
Yo, mom is so dead we're literally in a murder trial right now.
But he banged her sister, so it's okay. I think, I guess.
That's right. Otherwise, there's no reason for him to sneak onto the crime scene.
Of course Mr. Godot knew about the plan.
Huh?
What did you say? Is it really possible another person knew of the plan?
The burnt letter. This crime was actually planned over a year ago. Morgan Fay authored the plan for her daughter's future. And these instructions were hidden somewhere in Fay Manor for a year. However, by the time little Pearl found these instructions, they had already been unsealed.
Unsealed?
Oh yeah, Pearl did say that. Yes, the killer had read these instructions long before Pearls ever found them. That's how he knew the crime would take place at the Inner Temple.
And you still insist this crusty killer is me?
You bet I do.
But you just said that the instructions were hidden.
You were hit by
You've been struck by truck.
a truck.
Ow!
I guess Neo got hit by a truck.
But Neil been hit by several trucks.
Yeah.
That's right.
How are you still alive?
Mr. Godot couldn't have known where the instructions were hidden.
Why is she defending him?
If you really wanted to know, you have one great chance to find out. I guess you could say I'm a ace attorney. Shut up. I guess you could say I'm a takes off jacket, shows tattoo on his back, Yakuza.
Yes, and when was that?
During a visit.
Is it?
Margaret Faye told her daughter, Pearl, about where the instructions were hidden during one of her visits to the detention center. That will be the only time for someone to have learned where they were hidden. Godot pulled an Assassin's Creed and sat at a bench.
Apparently. Still need to play the new one.
I played Mirage, it's good.
That's good. Fucking Germans.
Eavesdropping. On a visit at the detention center.
Yes, it could be arranged if you were someone with easy access in and out there. Like, for example, a prosecutor such as Mr. Godot!
Order! Order!
It's the judge.
Yeah,
Mr. Godot, you're under fire again.
this murder could not have been carried out without prior knowledge. And you were the only one that could have acquired this information before the murder.
Humans are afraid of the dark. And yet, at the same time, so fascinated and bewitched by it. And that's why humans drink the darkness that is coffee.
Alan Wake would hate this, man.
I'm really gonna shot this guy.
Sorry for always asking, but what does that mean?
Or just would have wrote him out of existence.
It means there's a reason for everything.
Hey, Godot!
According
Flashlight.
to the theory, the killer in this case eavesdropped
I still have to read the second game.
on a conversation during a jail visit when he learned of a hidden plan for a crime. After discovering the plan, he hid in the inner temple and waited for the crime to occur. Then he ultimately took a person's life. And he did all of that just to protect this witness?
That's right.
If you're accusing me of this crime, I have to ask you, why would I do this? This girl is nothing but a stranger to me. I've got no reason to go through that kind of trouble to protect her.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I am what you see. I am certainly not the type to rescue the damsel in distress.
Huh. The killer's behavior is certainly extreme, for lack of a better word. Oh, it's still me. Even considering that the killer wanted to protect the witness's life, this behavior is still a little too unnatural.
However, you had a good reason, didn't you, Mr. Godot? An unshakable reason that forced you to protect this witness at all costs. Neo.
I knew it. You figured it out, haven't you, Nick?
Maya, I guess you were doing your best to cover for Godot. Same reason, huh?
Says their daughter and father. Said daughter and son.
Okay, Trite, I'm all in. Let's hear it.
Not even close. It's very
Wow.
simple. It's very shrimple. Maya
It is a
Fey is a
shrimple.
lot more than just a stranger to you.
What was that?
What's this?
There's one person who lies at the very center of this whole story. One person that ties you and Maya Fey together.
The girl.
Yeah, that's the word. That's a word.
That girl.
It's Mia Fey. There's a good reason why Maya Fey life is so precious to you. After all, she's Mia Fey's only sister.
Dun dun dun. I don't know who Mia Fey is.
Mia. Hey.
You once worked alongside her. You once worked alongside her. And behind her. In front of her. All the corners of the world. That was when you were a defense attorney.
Wait a second here. Mr. Godot is a defense attorney?
With your honor's
check his
piercing
nails out.
With your honor's piercing intellect,
One.
you must have figured it out by now. The real name of the man who calls himself Godot. His real name is Diego Armando. Isn't that right?
The last time someone called me by that name was over 6 years ago.
Diego Armando. That name rings a bell.
It should, your honor. All of this is related to a single case.
DLC!
Wrong one.
DLC.
A case in which a convict named Terry Falls killed himself.
Well,
Mia Fey's first time in court. The tragic outcome left a deep wound in her heart.
Deep wound? The Legion?
She knew that behind it all was a heartless, scheming devil in disguise.
Demoness was a perfectly acceptable term there.
No, this is the devil. This and another character in the Apollo Justice trilogy are the devil, I'm telling you. But in the end, Mia couldn't tear off that disguise. However, there was one man who reached out to help her. Diego Armando, a senior defense attorney at the office where Mia worked.
It's my fault! It's all my fault that Mr. Falk killed himself!
I'm good. Have fun talking to yourself.
You can't cry. You can't cry. Ouch. Ouch. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Damn, he's hot. Sorry.
I was moved by her.
Are you sorry
No.
at this point?
The way she put all her faith in her client, that pure, sweet heart of hers. That's why I could never forgive Dahlia Hawthorne. Mia and I thoroughly investigated that fake kidnapping incident. Then one fateful day, Dahlia wanted to meet with me. It had been 6 months since
6 months?
we met in the courthouse cafeteria.
6 months? 6 months?
Ah, I just remembered. 6 years ago, right here in this courthouse, you were poisoned.
Even I didn't see it coming. Dahlia Hawthorne put some poison into my coffee.
Some newspapers at the time called it a murder.
Why are we having this, like, dramatic speech?
But very little information about the case was released to the press.
But you weren't dead at all.
Mostly because the bitch over here bit into some glass like a dumb idiot dweeb.
No official reports ever actually called it a murder. I was just in a deep, deep coma.
I see.
My body shut down. My life became nothing but a long, deep sleep. That woman poison did a real number on my central nervous system.
That sucks.
I lost my sight, and all of my hair turned white due to the damage.
He turned into Virgil.
No, he turned into Dante.
Oh god.
Remember at the end of the Devil May Cry remake, Dante earned his white hair at the end?
Not in 1,000 years.
We don't talk about that game. Not in 1,000 years.
Not in 1,000 years.
God.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Fuck you! And fuck
And I
your
have the-
marker!
And I have the bigger dick.
I could take Virgil on.
In bed?
I'm not
That's
angry.
terrible.
Apparently, it was a miracle that I ever regained consciousness.
Man, that's enough war thunder. I'm gonna go with Skyrim now.
5 years had passed since I drank that poisoned brew.
A good thing that you survive. A good thing that we humans are so resilient that we can survive a
Then
poison.
one morning, my eyes flew open from the smell of a doctor's cup of coffee.
5 years? You were asleep for 5 years.
I'm gonna drink some poison right now.
You still age while you're in a coma.
The secret to immortality.
I'm gonna drink some poison. Wake me up.
Knock yourself out.
Hey guys, I'm gonna drink some poison. Wake me up when the Elden Ring DLC's out.
Wait till when Half-Life 3 comes out.
Mia Fey was dead.
Your girlfriend was dead. I'd be pissed too.
From the very moment I opened my eyes, I had already lost everything I thought I had.
You know, due to some technical difficulties, they were gonna have a scene where Mia was supposed to visit Godot at the hospital, but they couldn't do that. But it is in the anime.
The woman I loved had been murdered.
Yeah, by a American prick.
And the woman I loathed had been sentenced to death.
Yeah, by the American judicial system.
Yeah, you get an FOV mod for Skyrim.
You just open a console.
Yeah, but like every once in a while it'll reset itself for some reason.
Actually, it doesn't. I found
For
out
me it does.
it doesn't actually reset. It actually, what it is the models move to the original places, but the FOV
Oh.
stays the same.
Oh,
I don't know why,
it's annoying as hell.
but it's one of those things that I kept hearing that, and it's like, and then when I did it a few times, like, wait, it's not the FOV, it's the weapons moving.
God damn it.
The woman you loathed.
The woman who had spiked my scalding hot coffee, Dahlia Hawthorne. Good old Mia. She didn't let me down. She got her revenge before she checked out. In the end, there wasn't anyone waiting for me when I woke up.
So sad.
There wasn't any. For someone like me, for someone who had slept away their best days, There were only 2 reasons left to live.
You know, you could have come back to the Wright and Co. law offices. You could have been my teacher. That would have been cool.
And it was for those 2 reasons that I decided to become a prosecutor.
But your bitch ass decided to be a prosecutor. Fuck. If I may ask, what were your 2 reasons to live?
The first was you, Trite.
Huh? Me?
If I hadn't drank that stupid poison, Mia Fey never would have died, much less the way she did. You were the only one who was there to protect her. But you let her die. It was all your fault.
What is this alpha male bullshit? It wasn't like that.
I wanted to see for myself what kind of a man you really were.
Beep 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 beep.
Who the fuck is beeping in my courtroom? Do you want to die?
No.
Remember the one time I used my keyboard and I
Fever
recorded
breaker.
myself doing... I just sound like...
So, that's why you became a prosecutor?
Now the reason for me. She goes by the name of Maya Fey. She goes by the name of Mom.
Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke. Every day. Mia, wake up!
Huh? You mean me?
Holy shit, it's only almost 11 o'clock.
You were the only way I can make up for the sin of not saving Mia. 1 year ago, when the Cries village incident was resolved, it was obvious that Morgan Fey was planning something. Whatever her evil plan was, I was determined to stop it. My role as prosecutor put me in the perfect position to do something about her.
That's how you overheard Pearl's visit with Morgan at the detention center.
I knew that the time was drawing near. Since I knew the plan, I thought I could foil it. My goal was to outwit the plan. I thought if I could do that, I could keep that girl from being caught up in it.
That makes sense. If Pearls had known that the actual purpose of the plan was to kill Maya, she never would have helped out.
Finally, the day of the plan was drawing near. I contacted both of my accomplices.
Accomplices?
So, you know. Yeah, or it could have been multiple people that took this plan.
Accomplices?
Oh.
Iris is the Buddha Temple and Misty Fey. I especially needed the help of Iris. She was to take the fall in my backup plan in case we couldn't control Pearl Fey.
Good though, that's kind of fucked up.
But... How did you contact my mother? She had been missing for almost 20 years.
Officially, yes.
Officially.
You've heard about it, haven't you? About the strong ties between the main family and the government.
Now that you mention it, Bikini did say something to that effect. She said that the Master Karain had great authority.
Even without her official position, Mischief Face still wielded great influence. Police have been keeping an eye on her movements all this time. That's how I was able to contact her. Again, because of my position as a prosecutor. Oh yeah. Okay.
Man, this must be the most saddest prosecutor.
So my mother was cooperating with you?
What did you say, Wright? Don't do this. No matter how far away from you she was, she never stopped thinking about you.
So that was the woman we saw at the McDonald's joint, Maya? Hey Gumshoe, you're still buying.
I'm gonna fucking kill ya.
She was always...
That's why I knew she would do anything to protect you. You wanna know how strong her resolve to protect you was? Look at her staff.
Her staff? The one with the sword in it?
The day the plan was to be carried out arrived soon enough. We met for the first time at Hazakura's temple. That's when your mother showed me her special staff. I realized it then, just how far she was willing to go.
Base mom, base mom, base mom.
She was ready to use that sword to protect you from Morgan Fay, if necessary. Yes! Even if it meant paying the ultimate price.
Poor chick.
It's okay, Maya. Pat. There.
Mother.
Phoenix Wright extends his arm. There.
That night, the night of the crime, there was just one way to stop Morgan's evil plan.
You mean pearls, don't you?
We had to make sure she didn't channel Dahlia Hawthorne. So, what are you going to do tonight?
Math.
Well,
If you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. We thought we could prevent her from playing her part in Morgan's plan. But she never showed up.
She was worried and followed me to the inner temple.
That was the thing we were most afraid of. That's why Misty Faye had to do the channeling herself. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne into her own body.
What? What do you mean?
If she channeled the spirit first, then Pearls wouldn't be able to do it herself.
As Master of Cries, Faye's power was supreme. So that's how it went down. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne so that Pearl Faye wouldn't be able to.
What? Is that true?
My role on the plan was to make sure no one was going to hurt my effect. That's why I hid myself at the inner temple. Just in case you need to be safe from Dahlia Hawthorne.
Godot.
Anyway, that's all I'm going to admit to, Wright.
Huh?
There's no doubt about it. You're a great defense attorney. You're a great defense. But you're going to have to do the rest yourself.
Guys, I'm just gonna tell you this right now. This next part is going to be dope as fuck.
The background leading up to this incident has been laid bare. There's just one question remaining, Mr. Wright. Who killed the victim? There are only two possible suspects right now. Maya Fey, and I'm sad to say, you, Mr. Godot. Who the fuck keeps letting that barista in?
Well, Wright.
Beacons, did you get a side job at fucking Starbucks?
Probably.
If you're the real deal, then finish this thing once and for all.
Finish the trilogy once and for all.
Do it.
Show us beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can finish this on your own!
The killer is you!
This is it. Yeah, you better hurry up.
No, Nick, please don't.
Maya.
I heard the whole thing. My sister, in the medical office. That's why. That's why I have to protect Mr. Godot.
You're gonna do it. This is the last witness testimony.
Neo!
I can't do it. I can't testify against him.
Yes, you are. This
After all,
isn't a discussion,
he's the man
Maya.
who put his life on the line to protect Mia. And me too.
Maya, I don't give a shit. I know that.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Nick.
But even so, it doesn't absolve him of his crime. Please, Maya, testify.
No, I don't think I will.
Miss Faye, your testimony, please.
This is the final testimony. Don't bother trying to hide anything, because I'll know. I want to hear the truth from your own lips.
Maya just gives her testimony. Is just gabba gabba goo ba 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 ha
understand. I'm sure you're right. I'm ready now, Nick.
Ooh, Space Warlord organ trading simulators for sale. Alright, young lady. Tell us about the moments before you lost consciousness. What exactly happened at the time of the murder?
The final testimony.
Just before it happened, I think I saw some red lights. 3 of them. I thought I'd ask for help, but just then I was splattered with blood. She wasn't dead though, and she struck back at the enemy behind her. Suddenly, the red lights went out and the whole area was dark. Just at that moment, there was a horrible scream.
Someone knocked his mask off.
Right after that, Dahlia collapsed and I lost consciousness.
These red lights. I thought you said you don't remember seeing them.
So Maya.
And Neo died again.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
I thought I saw them, but then they disappeared all of a sudden.
Thing is great, Wright. Even the best of theories. Who was it that stabbed Misty Faye? It looks like you still can't prove it.
Maya's telling the truth this time. I know it. The rest is up to me.
Well then, Mr. Wright. Proceed with your final cross-examination of the witness.
What do you mean by just at that moment? Do you mean the moment when the red lights went out?
Yes, that's right.
The scream that you heard then, was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was a man's voice.
So then, that scream came from the killer.
that's got to be it.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
I think... Dahlia Hawthorne must have taken the blade and attacked the killer with it.
And then the killer let out a scream of pain, huh?
After that, the killer stole the blade back and delivered the final blow, I guess.
Well, Mr. Wright, it seems to make sense to me.
Sounds like a reasonable deduction, but I still kind of wonder. There's a contradiction. I'm sorry to say this, but that interpretation would create an enormous contradiction.
That makes sense. After all, my deductions are almost certainly never correct.
Remember the testimony she just gave? Before the killer let out a scream, Maya said she had already been splattered by the victim's blood. In other words, the blade and the staff had already been plunged into the victim.
Hold on. Is that right?
She couldn't have struck back with a sword that was already stuck in her body. The weapon that caused the killer to let out a scream must have been something other than the staff.
If you're so sure about that, then don't keep us waiting any longer, Tribes.
There's only one thing I can think of that could have been used as the weapon here.
If Dahlia Hawthorne had already been stabbed in the back by the staff,
Naturally, the dagger the killer brought to the scene of the crime.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
This dagger was found at the crime scene, stuck into a pine tree.
yes, the detective found that this morning. The detective found that this morning and brought it to me.
Dahlia Hawthorne struck back at the killer with this, and she managed to wound him as well.
It's Von Karma all over again. Just because he let out a scream doesn't mean that he was wounded. Manfred Von Karma all over again. For all we know, this one other dagger could have been from the victim.
Have you forgotten that the blood has already been tested? Since we learned it wasn't the victim's blood, it must be the killer's blood. The killer must have a wound somewhere on his body. Get him right.
So you're saying the blood in this dagger belongs to the killer?
Exactly. A DNA analysis of the blood will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt. And yes, Mr. Godot, it will prove that it's your blood.
Nice theory, Tried.
Order! Order in the court!
Is this the end? Have I done it? Even you won't be able to change the results of a scientific test.
Let me ask you something, Wright. Let's just say that it turned out that I was the killer. Do you really think I would be stupid enough to leave evidence like that?
What?
Just think for a second. This dagger was found this morning by a detective and brought to me. Then there was already blood on it, correct? But even so, I was the one who brought this dagger here to the courtroom.
Yes? What does that prove?
Well, if I really were the killer, I could have washed the blade off and then planted another person's blood on it.
That... It can't be!
In any case, there's one thing I can guarantee, Wright. That blood, it doesn't belong to me. Not shit!
What?
This game needs to stop throwing twists at us. It's fucking end.
Oh, just wait till we get to the Yakuza series.
Please end this! End this, please!
Just wait until we get to the ending of Yakuza 2. It's gonna be fucking nuts.
In any event, it seems to be established that the killer was wounded. Alright then, witness. Continue your testimony.
God damn it.
Motherfucker.
Hey, Maya.
If this was Monokuma's trial, 2 people
Wait a
would have been
minute.
dead already.
What's the problem?
I know I probably shouldn't say this, but there's a big contradiction in Nick's explanation.
Maya! What the fuck?
This dagger, you said that it wounded the killer.
It's not a dagger.
That's right.
But if Mr. Godot had really been cut with the dagger, his clothes should be bloody or have a rip in them, right?
Or he could have changed.
You just changed.
He just changed his clothes.
Maya. Maybe he just changed his clothes. That solves the contradiction pretty easily.
What are you talking about? It's not that simple at all.
Pretty simple.
Remember back to the day of the murder. Everyone that was on the inner temple side got trapped there.
Oh yeah, he couldn't change his clothes.
Oh, fuck. I didn't know that.
Ah, shit.
Well, fuck.
That's right. And once the bridge was fixed, the police headed for the inner temple.
Fuck you, Shrike.
Why am I going to Solstein?
Mr. Godot was already there waiting for them. He never had a chance to change his clothes.
Oh my fucking god.
It keeps going.
Order! God motherfucking damn it, I will kill you!
I only have like 50 minutes
Well-
left before I have to fucking knock myself out.
Maybe he brought a change of
'Cause I
clothes
only
with
have
him.
6 hours of sleep.
But no one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge. Why would anyone have brought a change of clothes?
Did the judge take smart pills during the last recess?
I'll kill you.
Well then, maybe the killer took off his clothes before he committed the murder. That way he wouldn't get any blood on them.
was
buck-ass naked in the snow, killing someone.
Ah, yes.
You know how
I
cold it
always
is down
do
right at
that.
night.
Ah!
After a few minutes with no clothes on, you'd be frozen solid.
Ah!
Phoenix Wright fucking sucks at this.
Yeah, he does. He gets by sheer luck.
Butt ass naked murdering someone.
Buck-ass naked murdering
Or
someone.
doesn't it?
Wouldn't he still have a cut on his body if he was naked, though?
So that's all you've got. I knew you weren't tough enough to finish this.
Ah!
Maybe he was just in his skivvies. Right now, if Mia Fey were here. If Mia Fey were here, she would have closed the book on this case already.
If Mia Fey were here.
Oh boy.
So come on, Tribes! Can you do it or not?
What are we gonna do? Summon her fucking ghost?
That's what.
How about it, Mr. Wright?
It's gonna be another poly move where he's like, oh, this
Oh.
suggestion might actually work.
Alright, I know we can actually do that in Ace Attorney. I know we can just
You've
summon the
accused
dead.
Mr. Godot of being a
Yeah,
killer.
Maya can channel spirits.
But
Again.
here,
But can you prove it? Have you got even one piece of
you're barely
evidence?
here.
here's the thing. Phoenix is doing this all by himself, though.
Oh.
The question isn't whether I could prove it or not. The fact is, I have to prove it. That's the only choice I have. I was taught that it's one of the rules of being a lawyer. I can prove it. I'm going to bring your magnificent vengeance, fruition, just as you want it! Here it is! Da, da, ba, da.
So the bitter end, Tribes.
Let's listen to this music. It-
There's just one piece of evidence that can prove your point.
Bumina. Oh, here's the fucking drums.
Discussion!
Whoa!
Oh, that's insta death.
I've got the shotgun ready.
Are you trying to pressure me, Mr. Godot? Because it doesn't matter to me. I got the one piece of evidence I need.
Welcome to Buckshot Roulette.
Give me a break! You got nothing, Tribes!
So what do I do at a time like this? It's simple. I gotta think outside the box. Approach this from a different angle.
All right then, Mr. Wright. Show me what you've got. Remember, there's 2 shotgun shells in the shotgun right now.
There's one thing I just demonstrated in the previous cross-examination. The killer was wounded. That was proven by the blood on the dagger.
But- We decided it was impossible for him to have hidden such a wound. If he had been cut by a dagger, there should have been a bloodstain on his clothing.
There's one place. One place the killer could have hidden his wound.
Under his mask.
What did you say?
He must have got stabbed in the fucking eye.
He was naked.
Didn't? He was naked.
Stabbed in the cock!
He got stabbed in the cock.
This is it.
Grab his dick and
Venus!
twist it.
This is it. My last stand. I need to think about this from a different angle.
Mr. Godor,
I don't
brace yourself in front of the car.
I don't need to think about why
Shield
there
your
was no
eyes,
blood
Maya.
stains on his clothing.
Right, shield your eyes.
I need to show how he hit the wound.
Don't you dare! It's the end of the line! The final stop, Tribes! Let's hear what you've got.
Pulls out a gun.
Where's this location where you say the killer hit his wound? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. And frankly, I don't need to know. All is that you'll never be half the lawyer she was. Right.
Oh, she was there for a minute.
No.
First hot ticket? What the fuck?
It can't be. You're living on forever?
Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound.
Yeah.
It's beneath your mask!
Has been cauterized several times over the course of this trial.
Yep.
Oh, and the drums go harder on this one. During the fight, the red light given off by the killer suddenly disappeared. Seconds later, the killer let out a scream. That's right. Your mask went flying off your face. Mr. Godot, would you mind removing your mask? If you have a dagger wound under there somewhere, then I say, this whole case is solved!
What if he's just really bad at cooking and somehow cut his eye?
Oh, Jesus, his head exploded.
He just fucking died.
My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
Holy shit.
I did it.
For once it was better than fishing.
Oh.
Oh, he's not dead.
Damn it.
False alarm, this trial sucks.
No face
And we got
reveal.
the copies.
Just now. I saw her spirit in you.
Damn.
6 years ago. You helped the woman who put me to sleep by hiding her bottle of poison.
Then I edited it.
And then it ate
And then I ate it. I ate bees.
While I was sleeping, you let Mia die.
Damn, this fucking...
Bitter ass bitch. Bitter like coffee.
Bitter like coffee.
You just kept living a pathetic, happy-go-lucky life. You even have the nerve to follow in her footsteps as a lawyer.
Actually, I did that because of Edgeworth.
I did that for a lot of
I can
reasons.
never forgive you. That's what I thought. Well, the reason is half
Mr.
Edgeworth,
Goodell.
half Mia. Reason is half Edgeworth, half Mia.
Yeah.
But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the very beginning. The truth is, the only person I could never find it in my heart to forgive.
Was me. Yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
This is probably
Yourself?
the last time you hear the sexy sax music.
Damn.
Let's do this, let's
I
do
was
that!
the one that failed to protect me.
This music turns me on.
This music turn me on!
Me and no one else. I try to avert my eyes from the truth, escape from the harshness of reality. These are all 9 circles around. I just couldn't face me as Jack head on, so I ran. I hid behind a mask. I threw away my true name. I couldn't deal with being a defense attorney anymore, so I quit.
But, you saved Maya!
Yeah, that was my plan. Up until just now, anyway.
Well, what do you mean?
Are you listening, Maya? I really wanted to save you. And there's one person that I should have gone and talked to right away.
Who would that be? Are you talking about Nick?
But I didn't do it. I tried to get the help of Iris and your mother.
Yeah, you were so fucking butthurt that you didn't went to me.
But I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. You know why? The real reason?
No. Why?
I wasn't really interested in saving you at all.
Damn. Huh?
No, don't say that. No, don't say that.
I think I was just trying to salvage what's left of my own broken soul. I was trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't save Mia. Nothing more.
Oops.
That's why I let you walk right into a situation that I knew was dangerous. Forgive me.
You're wrong! You put your life on the line to save Maya.
Was it really for Maya's sake? Even I'm not really sure.
My head itches.
What do you mean by that?
That night, in the darkness of the garden, when I saw her silhouette.
Oh, all he saw was Dahlia.
Yeah.
A part of me must have known the truth.
God, I hate the sword.
The truth that it wasn't
It's
really
so
Dahlia
awkward.
standing there in front of me.
Like, looking at someone actually wield it.
Yeah, looking
It's
at
so
someone
much
holding
worse
it.
looking at it when someone
It could've
wields
been
it.
Misty Faye, or even that little girl. I still picked up the blade. It was like I was dreaming. I'm not sure exactly what was going on in my mind at that point.
You were seeing fucking red.
Was I really motivated by the
Literally.
desire to protect Maya Faye? Or was it something else?
The devil.
Man, damn.
Was it my hatred for a woman who had stolen everything from me 6 years earlier?
They have more in... Godot has more in common with Yako than I thought.
Would that make him your favorite prosecutor?
No, well, it's up there.
And now...
I still love Miles, but, like, goddamn.
Maybe this next part.
Smooth jazz.
Smooth shit.
Maybe his rare sprite would change your mind.
However, I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion.
Hey Neo, maybe his rare sprite would change your mind.
The stupid fantasy of defeating you in the courtroom. You were the one who made me realize that I'm only. You never ran away from me as death. Instead, where she left off, as a true defender of the people.
And then I'm gonna adopt a red suited lawyer. I'm gonna call him Son.
In that one moment, I understood everything.
Mr. Godot.
What's the next game after this?
Moonstein's Gate next.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. But then I meant also after.
Apollo.
Oh, I think you already know this.
My
If you
little
don't,
orange twink.
It's red.
So
Wait.
Orange.
my name is Diego Armando.
And fuck Ring of Honor!
Mr. Armando.
No one's gonna get that reference.
Nope.
I believe
No.
in you.
Sorry.
I know you were trying to save me.
There's his rare sprite.
Whoa.
Mm.
Crying blood.
Yep.
I just blew somebody up in a tank.
Your
What's going on? I just killed someone.
your wound. It's bleeding.
How can it be bleeding? That thing's been cauterized like 6 times.
In my world, the color red doesn't exist.
Oh my god, he bleeds the color red.
All he sees is red. These must be just my tears.
Tears?
Ever since I woke up
Kingdom?
from my coma, I think I've been waiting for this very moment.
Mr. Armando.
You do well to remember this, Maya. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Fucking perfect.
Damn.
And that's when people decided to say, "Damn, Edward, you're kind of lame as fuck."
Like this tank. Wow, so hi.
Oh, fancy cake.
Wow, you came out like the worst moment, but how are you doing?
This time, it's
I missed everything, didn't I?
really is
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
over, isn't it? Defendant?
Hey, Iris.
I may or may not have guessed the murder in like the first 10 minutes of the game.
Doc, if it's any consultation, and I'm gonna say this to all y'all now, I had this entire case spoiled for me like a while ago before I even played this.
That is so tragic. I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Neo, get in here.
Whoa! How did she wait, is this the same chick? I'm not paying
No,
attention.
it's not
She's
Maya.
the
It's a new
imposter.
person.
Oh. Man, I'm too busy. Take or burr.
And then Neo died. Fucking
It's messaging me at
somehow.
Yes, Your Honor.
There they are.
What kind of cake could I? Fuck me. What kind of cake should I get for my birthday?
You're asking the one person.
I don't know. What type of flavors do you like? Do you like
Cherry
chocolate,
tomatoes,
vanilla, red velvet?
Although you were not directly
'Cause I like
involved in
red
the
velvet.
murder,
I'm gonna do lemon again.
Lemon.
tampering with the
Lemon.
body in the scene of and the crime scene is a
combustible
serious
lemon
offense in
is what?
itself.
Your birthday's in
My
what?
birthday's in 5 days. I can't wait to be.
Hey,
older.
another January birthday.
Yeah.
15 days away from mine.
Hell
I-
yeah.
Yours is 15 days away from mine, not right now. I understand, Your Honor.
I think coconut's gonna work with that.
Mr. Armando explained that to me very carefully. I knew the risk and I willingly cooperated anyway.
Very well. Before I hand out my verdict, is there anything you'd like to say?
Go, go, Power Rangers!
Neo, get in here.
I'm gonna go for some. Fuck, bitch!
Well, there is one thing. I'd like to say something to Mr. Wright. I want to apologize to you.
Apologize. To me? For what?
For the case 5 years ago, of course.
I just remembered. weren't you poisoned by your own lover?
Not exactly, but yeah, something like that.
Who hasn't been poisoned?
Even now, 5 years later,
I never had a
Most
lover.
people?
even now, 5 years later, I can hardly believe it. She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me.
Womp womp.
It's not all that surprising.
Pretty unlikable.
The two of you,
Irish,
you hardly knew each other.
Why does that mean you would kill her?
Huh?
Irish Supreme.
Huh? What do you mean?
You and my sister. You only met twice.
Huh? What? We only met twice?
First time you met was on that fateful day. The day she poisoned Mr. Armando in the cafeteria of this very courthouse. The next time you met her was 8 months later. You met her again on the day that she stole your cold medicine. Doug Swallow was killed.
No, wait. It can't be true. I mean, during our whole relationship, we were...
For those 8 months, the woman that you thought was Dahlia Hawthorne
What?
wasn't actually my sister.
It was me.
Huh? It
It's
wasn't
me,
Dahlia?
Austin! It was me all along!
It was the
I
prosecutor.
hope one day you can forgive me, Feeney.
I mean, it was pretty obvious because of Tracy Wright anyway.
You thought it was Dahlia.
You... Yeah, no shit. You mean...
That's right.
I mean, someone with a brain cell would know because of fucking Tracy Wright and the Apollo Justice trilogy.
I lied to you for 8 months.
I'm not good with relationships. I do know this. If they try poisoning you, they're a keeper.
What?
Rosef?
Doc is just insane. Don't listen to him.
Yeah. Take a burr.
Why does this taste like cyanide?
Tell me Nagito would never try to poison Hajime. Bullshit.
No, he never.
Yeah, he will.
But-
I mean,
Why?
he did frame them all for murder.
Why would you do
He
such
did
a
try
thing?
to get them all killed because he knew they were all remnants of despair.
He's like, Hajime, try this tea I have.
It's a test of endurance. It's a test to see if your hope will prevail. And meanwhile, like, Hajime's like fucking spazzing out on the floor.
Test results inconclusive.
Tetrodotoxin.
I'll have to try again another day.
Ever since she gave you the bottle that day. My sister was trying to get it back as soon as she possibly could. Because of the police investigation and their surveillance. She couldn't move about freely.
So that's why you...
My sister, from the beginning, she was prepared for the worst.
Prepare for the worst?
She thought that you might somehow discover the truth. That's why she was always ready to deal with you at the moment's notice.
You mean she was ready to kill me, don't you?
She already had so much to answer for. I didn't want any more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she agreed to give me a chance.
And that's why you came to me? You came to get the bow pendant back from me in her place?
But I couldn't get you to give it back. I failed at something even as simple as that. 8 months passed and I still couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer. She didn't consult me about her plans for you that day. was the first time that had ever happened.
That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you two were partners in crime, and she would confer with her. You would confer with you.
I think she must have noticed
Notice what?
my feelings for you. If I had found out she was planning to kill you, I would have done whatever was necessary to stop her. Even if it meant her life or mine.
You're gonna be a good mother.
What?
Iris?
After spending those 8 months by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed.
I have something to say to you too.
Yes?
You really are the person I always thought you were. Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you.
Thank you.
Uncle Edgeworth! Uncle Edgeworth, look what I drew! Trucy showing Edgeworth a shitty drawing.
How many cups of Dr.
You're-
have I drank
Oh,
over
we're
the
gonna
years?
fucking cry together.
Oh, wait.
I don't know. I'll tell you though. Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had.
You ready for a new rare Phoenix Sprite?
Don't you think so? Phoenix, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
The eyesore was destroyed. My hair turned white.
The purpose of this trial was to rule on the murder of the victim, Elise Denham. At some point, I expect you will be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case.
And Neo died again, even though we're almost
I
done.
understand, Your Honor.
Nick, I sent you something. I asked you, by the way, whenever you get the chance.
Lord, thank you, we are finally free from this hell.
You know, until apologizes.
Don't you open your goddamn mouth, right?
He is ready to put Phoenix Wright in a horror
And it just looks at my
command
end, looks at
grab.
Godot. If
Oh.
any of y'all open your mouth, I'm going to get violent.
Apollo!
I will become judge, jury, and executioner.
Apollo, come over. Come here. Come here.
Silence!
The judge is now
Very
fights his
well.
horror
On the charge of murder, I find the defendant not
Not
guilty.
guilty.
Confetti, confetti, confetti!
Confetti.
Court is now adjourned.
For the final
Oh, no confetti. Damn it.
No one said objection. There we go. Let's go. We're free.
What's Steins
Free.
Gate about? Is that another?
We'll talk about it after this.
It's a Spike Chunsoft game.
So,
I know Spike
I
has
guess
something
it's all
going
over.
Spike makes a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They're like one of the biggest visual novel companies out there.
Wait, Spike
Yeah.
Chunsoft's not just a. I thought Spike Chunsoft was just someone named Spike Chunsoft. I didn't know it was an actual company.
Oh my fucking god. You disappoint me,
Wait,
Doc.
Spike Chunsoft's the name of a company, not just some dude.
Husband of Nathan
What,
Spike
just
Forrest.
because they have a Spike in their name doesn't mean they're a black guy making documentaries.
Spike Chunsoft, and they made the Danganronpa series.
He did not. That's Kazutaka Kadaka.
Kid named Spike.
Spike Chunsoft.
You're just insane, Doc.
It's okay.
I could
We all make mistakes.
I could figure out a murder in 10 minutes. I can't figure out a fucking developer's name. Bruh.
The way everything ended was
Good night.
the way everything ended Was justice really served? The man who risked his life to save Maya is being sent to prison by my own hand.
That was a bigger shock than that.
Of course, justice was served.
Hey, Mia.
Mia!
I'm actually gonna head off with
I'm
him.
proud of
Good
you,
night.
Alright. Good night,
Right,
dog.
Night,
This
Doc.
was fun. Good night.
Yeah. See ya.
Your defense was truly brilliant.
But I couldn't save Mr. Armando!
I'm gonna go do something real quick. I'll be right back.
The man who cared so deeply for you.
You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible.
You mean, with that verdict?
I think one day you'll understand, too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. You were as good out there today as any defense attorney could ever hope to be. There's nothing more you can learn from me.
Mia!
You accomplished something I wasn't able to. I owe you a great deal. Thank you.
Mia!
I'm sure we'll meet again. Someday. Phoenix. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna head out.
I handle lots of cases and seen a lot of things. And along this journey, I found myself asking just one question. What does it really mean to defend someone? I suppose today's case produced one possible answer. Oh, hi, Maya. And now we wait. Damn, Mask, can you breathe any more harder?
Check muted. Check muted. Guess the poison also feminized Godot's voice.
Well, yeah, it's fucked up his body.
The pain, it hurts so much.
Bane, I'm dying!
I need a medic bag.
Nah, you need more than a medic bag, Godot.
I need 8 medic bags. I need an entire boat named medic bag.
Down, 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 down. Objection! On the account of Sweet Dahlia, I object! Damn it, Eric, get the hell out of here! No! It's not right! No, Maya! No, let me go now. Ah, fuck. No, wait! The whole freaking bridge is on fire! Larry, fuck you! I'm serious, there's been a murder over at the temple. No! It's not right!
Well, I'm glad I got my popcorn. This was certainly the event of all time.
And no one remembers your bitch ass Von Karma. Not even
I'll
Edgeworth.
make sure you'll never forget. I will haunt you for the rest of this series. Even after they put my ass to the gallows, I will stay by your side.
No, your ass already went to the gallows. That's the thing. They killed you immediately. Like, Jesus.
Exactly.
And yet somehow you're still not the worst villain Ace Attorney in the original Ace Attorney trilogy.
Even after all the shit Von Karma did, I still don't think he's the most evil person in this series. Somehow.
Oh, hey, Neo, it's your turn.
Yeah. Nick,
Maya.
I guess it's just like my sis said.
Nia? What did she say?
Night when I channeled Mia to get her advice on what to do. This is what she wrote back in my notebook. Don't worry. Phoenix will save everyone in the end.
But...
And cut it out with that gloomy face. Can't you see? Me, sis, and I'm sure Iris too. We owe you for everything you have done for us, Nick.
Maya, how can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You were brutally attacked. You even saw your mother murdered. Ah! Francisca?
Still a softie as always, Phoenix Wright.
Edward!
Edward, what are you doing here? I already told you we're done. I'm gonna have a kid.
About to cause some poltergeist activity in this courtroom.
You're gonna be called Uncle Edgeworth.
Excellent work, Wright.
Mr. Edgeworth, when did you get back?
I've always been here.
Oh, that's right. I guess no one filled her in on that. Edgeworth and Francisca have actually been helping me.
Helping you?
If these two hadn't been here on the first day of the trial, the defense wouldn't have gotten anywhere.
Wow. But what for you, Nick?
I heard you fell into a river and caught a nasty cold which forced him to sleep all day.
Yes, he laid in bed shivering from his fever with Iris's hood pulled over his head.
Oh, ouch. Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You definitely need more training. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Edward. And you too, Francisca.
Gumshoe?
I don't suppose.
Cadeau?
Ah!
Oh.
You forgot about me. I'm still in. There's room for me in this group hug, is there?
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, Larry.
You get to deal with me for the rest of this
Oh.
series.
Larry.
What was this, longer than usual face?
I realized something when I was reborn. I realized that Larry was never of any use to anyone. Not even once.
Are you just realizing that now?
That's not true, right, Nick?
It's kinda true. What? You're asking me?
Well, Nick, is it true? I've got a place in this world, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course.
I knew it. Everyone would be better off if I were gone for good.
Yes! Leave! No, oh yeah. Those portraits you painted, they were really good. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Ain't that right, Edgeworth? These portraits were really nice.
What? Me?
What are you making that face, huh, Edgy?
Oh, well, yes indeed. I certainly can't say that lack resemblance.
Do you really mean it? What about you, Franzi? Did I draw you well, too?
My beauty can't possibly be captured by a mere crayon. Nevertheless, I recognize the efforts you put into it, and that's worth something.
Then you'll do it? Like you promised? You're going to model for my next...
Don't get carried away.
Well, how about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing I'm good at.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna see his portraits at the end, and they're really fucking good.
Really?
That painting of Pearl was pretty darn good too, if you ask me. Huh?
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her around.
Pearls? Where could she have gone? Oh, now robbing a bank. This is the end of the fucking trilogy. We don't need that headache now. Normally, she would have made a beeline for Maya.
Up to 5-star
Yes, here,
rating.
just here.
Be right
Yes, here, I will give you my all.
Hey, Burly!
Everyone down on the ground!
On the goddamn ground.
Right. You seem to be uncharacteristically puzzled.
I'm gonna be a dad. One to an official child, and one to an adopted child in red.
I suspect you are wondering how Maya can be so cheerful despite
It's
all this-
orange!
Who said that?
Me, your adopted son!
It's cerulean, you fucking idiots! Ugh. Straights.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
To be
suplex.
honest, I can't understand it either.
Francisca, Blue Maya. That's right. She lost her father fairly recently as well.
I think I understand how she feels. Maya is a much wiser person than she appears. I think she realizes something. Now is exactly the time when she needs to be as strong as she can.
What do you mean by now is exactly the time?
Maya wasn't the only one who was badly wounded by this incident. In fact, there was someone hurt far more deeply than she. I believe it's for that person that Maya is trying her best not to cry.
Someone who was hurt more deeply than Maya. Edgeworth, I think I'm starting to understand too. Ah!
Then tell me, Phoenix Wright. Who is Maya Fade being strong for?
Pearl.
Let me spell it out for you.
Pearl Faye.
The poor kid. After all, the reason that she worked so hard to follow the instructions was because she loved and believed in her
She
mother,
loved
Morgan.
and beloved.
It's for the good of the Fae clan. I'm sure she believed in every last word. She thought that she was doing it for Maya. That's why she was so happy. It shows how truly devoted she is to Maya.
But it's a cruel irony that it was her exuberance that led to this tragedy. Maya Fey Maia's mother was killed, and Maia herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable.
That's exactly why Maya is putting on a brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake. Until she can see a smile again. Gah! There you go, Joe.
Gumshoe.
Is he? I don't think he's alone.
Move over, old man. It's time for me to take the stage in the next trilogy.
Spinning pile driver.
Oh man, I can't wait for you guys to see the new Gumshoe in the new trilogy. Bobby fucking Fulbright.
Oh, hey! So this is where all y'all were.
Well, we abandoned you or something?
Leave you on the road and leave you for dead?
Gonna cry? Get your friends, maybe shit and calm.
What was that for, sir?
Sorry about that, Scruffy. My whip just seems to have a mind of its own.
What's up, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, you know, this and that. Anyway, congrats on your win. Let's go out tonight, pal. Dinner's on me. Hope you like the scrapings you can get out of the dumpster.
We're going dumpster diving.
Sorta, kinda got it. You are making no money, dude.
Sorta, kinda got down a teeny weeny bit, but it's all right.
He has no money.
I made reservations at a first-class French restaurant tonight.
Why?
They're all out
Spend
of
it all on
money.
gambling. Pretty good work, Scruffy. That whip was your reward.
Detective Gumshoe,
Congratulatory whip.
a first-class French restaurant. You don't mean...
Oh,
my
no.
God.
Très bien, where else?
I knew it!
no.
We're
We're
doomed!
due.
That lobster's gonna look into your soul.
Can we do Mexican instead?
There is no Mexican.
Come on, let's go, everyone. Can't keep Maggie waiting, pal.
Hey! Gumshoe with the Riz. Yeah, you crybaby. You fucking baby.
Oh, baby man. Oh, baby.
Spinning pile driver.
Block.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, you! Crybaby! You're not invited. Fuck yourself.
Oh. Forget about me.
Oh, we did.
Earl and I will be at the loser shack eating potatoes.
No, not you.
The fuck I will!
We're taking Pearl too. You know, Maya's taking an awfully long time to get back. She's still out looking for pearls? Oh, Maya, what's wrong?
Nick, what do I do? Pearly, I can't find her anywhere.
Huh?
I bet she just went back home. That's all.
I thought so too, so I called the village. But no one has heard from her. This has never happened before.
As I figured. She's been badly hurt by this incident. She feels responsible for the tragedy that has befallen you, Maya.
Oh, that cut out.
Yeah.
None of this was her fault. What should I do?
Detective Gumshoe?
Yeah, what is it, pal?
Could you guys go on ahead?
But, what about you?
Maya and I will... We'll join you guys once we find pearls. Don't worry about it, Detective Gumshoe. We may be a little late, but we'll definitely be there. We got a lot of celebrating to do tonight. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, but you're the...
Very well, Phoenix Wright. We'll go on ahead.
Don't keep us waiting, right?
We won't.
Well, where should we look? Where could Pearly have gone?
We won't keep you waiting, Uncle Edgeworth. Let's go, Maya. There's only one place I can think of that pros might have gone to. The Wright and Co. law offices. What?
Massacre Temple.
For pearls, I bet it's a very important place. After all, it's where this whole incident started.
What's this?
Oh, what's this? You're all back again so soon?
Sister Bikini?
I thought we'd all be eating mashed potatoes alone tonight.
So she's here? Pearly is here?
She's in the training hall. Why don't you hurry along and go see her?
Okay.
Walk, 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 walk.
Pearly's not here.
Ah! Maya! The hanging scroll!
Someone cleaned it off.
She did. It's got to be pearls. Oh, hey.
April.
Nap jump scare Pearl.
Ah! Mystic Maya! I'm not done setting up the death trap.
Why? Why did you just leave like that?
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! I swore that I'd never trouble the two of you ever again. Because it's all my fault that Mystic Maya's mother.
That's why you came here?
It's the least I could do to pray for your happiness.
You don't have to do that, Pearly. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, you're just a fucking kid. Give yourself some slack, Jesus.
Of course I'm sad that my mother is gone. But how do I say this? I'm still happy.
Okay, no, I'm
You
kidding.
don't have to lie just to make me feel better.
Oh, really? It's true. The only reason I'm still here at all is thanks to everyone who was there for me. My sis, my mother, Mr. Armando, Nick, and you. If even one of you
Shush,
weren't
Skipper!
there, I'm sure I wouldn't still be alive right now. That's why I have to be strong. For all the people that were there for me when I needed them. That's all I can really do.
And now I cry.
Mystic Maya!
I'm impressed. You truly are the daughter of Mystic Misty.
Sister Bikini.
Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I wanted to tell you what she said to me that night.
After dishonoring the good name of Brunei, I don't have the right to face my daughter. But still, Maya is always in my thoughts. It's true. She'll always be with me until the day I die.
Tomorrow night.
That question will be answered this Sunday night.
The question is violence, and the answer is today. Your spirit was with her. That's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets.
She'll always be with me until the day I die, huh? There's a rule or something all masters are to follow, isn't there? To never take the charm off until the day you die.
That's the master's talisman.
The thing that Misty kept by her heart and would never take off. It wasn't the container that was important. Rather, it was the contents.
That's...
A photo?
Ah! Mother?
It's only natural for living creatures to fight to protect their own lives. But what makes us human is that we fight for others. But who do you fight for? How hard must you fight? That's the true measure of what human life is worth. We defense attorneys are warriors who are constantly challenged by that question.
Aww. That's so cute.
Dude.
Even when the battle is over and the bonds that connect us are severed, we always return, time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando, and Maya's mother too. I learned that from all of them.
So, I may have busted the urn and embezzled $450,000.
Well,
But that's not the important part.
shall we get going, everyone? Everyone is waiting.
Ah!
This is the day to remember. The day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. I think we should celebrate what we overcome today.
But I still can't.
Oh, go on, sweetie. You can come back for training anytime.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to make a brand new start too. Sister Bikini, I'll be back for more training, I promise.
I
Oh, you're
know, and I
fucking
won't
bad.
go easy on you just because you're the future master. I'll make sure to prepare reservations for 3 when you come back.
Alright, we're going to have a great feast today, Pearly. You know why? Because training is a battle of endurance.
You're gonna throw up.
Okay, Mystic Maya. I'll eat lots and lots of food tonight.
You know, there's one thing I don't get. I probably don't want to, but
What is it, Nick?
reservation for training is fine and all. But why for 3?
On, what do you think? You're one of us, Nick. Next time you can train right alongside us.
Huh?
I'll be waiting for you. Sister Bikini will take special care of you.
Huh? Huh?
It'll be great, Nick. We're going to do the special course, naturally.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Sounds like a goose.
That's a great idea. After all, Mr. Nick, I want you to suffer. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? Even walk on hot coals, right?
We'll have a nice big meal before we come next time. Right, Nick?
You know, I was wondering if I could just say one little thing Okay, are you guys ready?
Oh boy.
I want us all to yell it out. Are you guys ready?
Oh god. Is it objection?
Yeah.
God damn.
Hold on. Before we do that, I gotta look something up real quick.
What?
Oh god.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. I was wondering if I could say just one little thing.
Sure, of course you can.
Okay, I think this is it. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, wait.
Never mind.
Oh, I love this part.
This is
I can't wait to hear it.
Just be ready,
Here to-
okay?
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Make the child explode.
I'm getting goosebumps too.
Okay.
Bro,
Keep going.
make
Keep
any
going.
sense.
That.
Well then, here goes nothing. Objection!
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 Yeah. We did it.
Amazing. Oh, well, post
Oh,
credit.
god damn it. I'll really have to work extra hard now. Master Corinne and the officer manager of Wright and Cola offices, and I have to be a good big sister to Pearlie and Nick, too. Well, as long as I'm not locked up or captured or something like that.
Maya, the fuck are you doing in my office? What are you doing?
I teleported.
Oh, my mom, we should know.
Oh, here comes Pearl. Get ready
So
to
it's
speak
true,
fast.
Mr. Nick is Mystic Maya's knight in shining armor. He went through the special course all the way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra special ultra course here too. I think I'll surprise the two of them by making a secret reservation.
Don't. But I'm surprised Phoenix did it.
He's gonna be a fucking popsicle. Kamoshi, what are you doing in
Maggie brought me a brand new coat as a present, pal. I feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off.
I gotta do check your cool. It's just more detective like there.
Don't worry about it. In the name of love, a man will soil himself silly.
Of love.
He's gonna shit his pants.
In the name
Oh.
of love.
Hey, Andrews.
Hello.
Mr. Wright, I'm once again in your debt. Thanks to you, the Treasures of Shrine exhibit was a great success. I even got to see Miss Von Karma, who I hadn't seen for almost a year. They taught me how to use a whip and said that I must.
No!
Oh, really?
The scream.
Oh, pray tell.
Hey, Ron.
Run!
Desi and I saw a company named Mask started mask counseling.
We're dedicated to stopping the evil plans of all the criminals in the city.
Our motto is Kaya Plays.
Pretty cute, huh?
We also sell plans of criminals. I wonder if that's okay. Sometimes I think maybe we're the worst criminals.
Oh my
I love
god.
That. I love that.
I just wanted to be tied up.
Hey. No boy.
Hi, with
I wanted
hi.
to show my appreciation to Mr. Wright for exterminating Don Tigre.
So I lent him $500,000, a special thick tea, one I mixed with my own two hands. I bet he's drinking it now. Win through compromise. He.
Damn, she sent him money. You can finally
Yeah.
pay rent.
$500,000
And murder.
in murder.
Because thick.
Oh, it's the old man.
I'm just old and in the way. A wriggly old grumpy clown nose wall of flesh. At least that's what I thought. Then my grandkids had a birthday party for me the other day. Talk about embarrassing. 69, nice.
Nice.
Years old, I cried like a baby with a dirty diaper.
come on.
Gave me pictures of Spider-Man. It's very hard to do fast J. Jonah Jameson.
Hi.
Yeah, it is.
As usual, we have an abundance of work to do. We've hired a new programmer to replace Gwen Elg. I do hope everyone will get along. His
What
name
the
is
fuck?
Adamada. As soon as I heard his name, I knew our brain circuits would align perfectly.
Oh boy. My. More reporters? Since the murder, we've made so much money I hardly know what to do. I think the magazines like us because I provide such a nice visual, especially in spring. I can hardly wait for Iris to come back.
Iris would never come back as she would be executed.
No, she's
10
not.
years later.
She's not being executed because she's gonna be a mom. What are you talking about? Hey, Iris.
Iris.
You've turned into such a respectable man, Feeny. It was so sweet of you and everyone else to come and visit me here the other day. Of course, I was happy that you constantly had your eyes on me, but I felt kind of bad when the little one slapped you so hard you got a nosebleed.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Voice. Us.
Us.
Voice.
Oh my god.
Phoenix Wright,
That's
corn
cool.
neck. Fuck you. It's me.
Oh.
Miles
Miles
Edgeworth.
Me.
That's fucking Sprite at the end.
Mia.
Mia Fey. Skipper.
Christine Catano. Hey, Skipper.
Yeah. Sexy
What's up,
saxophone
guys?
man.
I'm never coming back ever.
Yeah, you're getting
Hope
echo.
you got my good. Hope you got my good side.
What's up, my bitches? It's me.
Oh, it's you.
Oh boy.
What's up, you motherfuckers? It's me. It's your boy.
Skinny penis.
I wonder if he's. I honestly want him to come back.
Oh no, it's Larry. Oh no, it's
Wait.
Larry.
She's
What's
still
this?
alive.
I'm back from a long and tiring vacation and no one is here to greet me? I guess when I'm gone, my little
One
worthless
foot in the
everybody.
grave.
Quit! What kind of lonely security room is this supposed to be anyway? With all the flashing lights and switches, I feel like some kind of space alien! And now I'm gonna do all macadamia nuts. I can't accept it. Keep it. This is very fast. I can't do it.
He's preparing to come in assist trophy for Smash Brothers.
Ah!
Oh no.
I finally found something I love to do. Fancy's whippity trip is gonna turn the world on its head. Should have realized it sooner, self-centered, lazy, antisocial. I'm an artist, a really good portrait artist. I'm not a loser after all.
No. You're still a loser.
At least he actually
Aw,
found what he's
yay.
good at.
He drew that.
He's an
Holy
artist,
shit,
but still a
Francisca's
loser.
tiny. I didn't think she was that tall. She seemed taller. Oh, and them. That's sweet.
And you know what's even tinier?
You.
What?
Didn't Butts literally never
that's a
meet
low
Mia,
blow.
though?
No, he
Hold
did.
up.
Larry did.
Did?
You know what's
Yeah.
tinier?
Bridge to the turnabout.
Bridge to the turnabout.
I'm taller than
Xbox
Francisca.
notification.
Micro bikini.
We did it. Yay.
A lawyer only cries
Only
once
cries
it's all
once
over.
it's-
Clear all of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney
We
trilogy.
did
We
it.
did it! Jesus Christ.
Daily quest ready to earn achievement in Game Pass.
Thank you, Xbox Fury.
Thank you, Xbox. Really cool.
And next time, we learn the inner workings